sweet child of mine. Whoa, sweet love of mine. Oh, sweet child of mine. Whoa, sweet love of mine. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Hello everyone. Today is surgery day. So, I am Susan and this is my channel, Susan's Nursery. And today we're going to be doing a kind of like a tutorial video of how to weigh babies, like reborn babies. These are some toddler babies. One is 20 inches and the other one is 21, and they are older kits by Bountiful Baby, and we're going to be weighting them and showing you how to put them together. So we have some stockings. So you'll need some like knee-high stockings if you're going, if you want to weight your reborns or your replicas or whatever you're going to be weighting. And you'll also need some glass beads, like some crushed glass beads. That's what I'm going to be using. Other people use different stuff, but that's what we're going to be using today. And I have about 8 pounds of it. And we have also some 14-inch zip ties. And we have some 8-inch zip ties, and we have some Wonder wafers that smell like baby powder. I was trying to see if I could get you to see it without it glaring. And we also have some polyfill, like stuffing. And we have, I didn't buy these, I had these. We have this for scooping, and this I'm going to put over, I'm going to put the stocking over so the material, the weighting material can collect in the cup part. So you'll need some polyfill, which is stuffing, and I'll show you guys what it is. It's like what is in pillows and stuffed animals and dolls. You'll need this, which is polyfill. You will need zip ties. You will need some weighting material, which I'm going to use glass beads, which are crushed. And if you want some smell good, you'll need some wafers, or you can also use beads, like scent beads. These are drift. You can put them in like a little see-through bag, like a little sheer baggie, and scent your babies with those. But we're going to use the wafers. Also, you will need a body, but most of your replicas or reborns that you buy that may not be weighted will already have a body. but you can also purchase a body for your Reborn or toddler on one of the supply places. Where I purchased all this was dollsbysally.com, and I will put their website in the description. The reason why I chose this company or this place is because their shipping was a little bit more budget friendly for me, because they charge $7.95 for shipping, and some of the other ones is over that. So I just went ahead and ordered from them. But you can order from Bountiful Baby, you can order from Carson's, you can get some of the waiting material from Amazon, but I just went to one place that had it all, so I wouldn't have multiple shipments coming in. But you can go, there is one more place. I don't know, you can buy kits there, like the kits that you paint, Reborn kits, but I don't know about supplies. I'll look into that, and if you can, I'll put them in the description too. I'll put all the places where you can purchase supplies in the description. Okay, guys? So we have our knee highs here. So you're going to put waiting material. You'll need something to put your stocking over, and I probably should have used a cup, but I don't know that we have one in here. Oh, I could probably use one of my party cups. Hold on just a minute, guys, and let me get it. Hold on. Okay, we're back. I've got a little party cup that I use for my tea times. Or I did for my last tea time. So we'll put that there, and we're going to put the stocking down in there, and then we're going to just put it around the cup so our waiting material can go down in there. So yeah, so we've got our waiting material here. I'm going to move the stockings for right now. So we've got our waiting material, and I did have to make me a table out of a box because it's hard for me to sit with my feet like dangling for a long period of time. So I did have to kind of make me a little table. So I hope you guys can see. So that's what we're going to be putting into the cup. I don't know if that table is going to be strong enough to hold that waiting material. But I'm just going to dip my measuring cup or my measuring spoon in there and fill it. And you'll just fill it with the desired amount that you want. Yeah. So this is not my first, this is my first time I've done a tutorial, but this is not my first time I've weighted babies. I've weighted my one of my Reborns that I purchased wasn't weighted, so I weighted him, which is my Bennett. He is the 3-month asleep Joseph by Bountiful Baby. And he wasn't weighted, so I weighted him. And then some of my replicas I have weighted. And then I have a 3-month Grumpy Sage that I bought. She was painted, but she wasn't assembled. So I have weighted her as well. So let's see what we've got here, guys. So we don't have much yet. So this is going to be for the body, to go into the body. So that's how you do that. And when you get the desired amount, I'm not going to prolong it. That's how you do, that's how you fix the stockings to where they can hold the weighting material, and you're going to put your weighting material in there, and you're going to fix enough to go in your body of your baby, and you're going to fix one for a weighting material to go in their head. So that could be anywhere from 2 or anywhere from 3 to 4 bags per baby. So that's how you do that part. And then you're just going, I'm going to finish filling it up off camera. That way we don't have a very long video. I'm going to finish filling it up off camera, and then I'll show you how, you tie it and make it a little bit more secure than just one layer. And then I will show you all of the ones that I have, and then we'll proceed. Okay, so hold on just a minute, guys, and let me finish filling this up, and then we'll come back. Okay, guys, I've got it filled to where I want it to be filled, and as you can see, it's kind of leaking out of the stocking at this point. So I'm just going to tie it off. And then I'm going to relayer it. And then retie it on top of that. And then, let's see. You might be able to get it in another layer of it. You may not be able to tie it, but you might be able to get it into another layer. That way it's not leaking into your baby's body. So that's how you make the weighting material for your bodies, your baby's body and your head. And we're going to put 1 in the head and 3 in the body. So I'll be back when I get the rest of these done, and show you guys how to start stuffing the limbs. So we'll be back, guys, so hold on. Okay, guys, so Sophie did have 2 of them in her already, and they did air out, and the smoke smell did come out of them. So we're going to use 1 for the head, because I don't like a lot of weighting for the head. And we're going to use these 2 for the bum, and this one for the other part of the body. So you can either do 2 in the body, or you can do 3 and then 1 in the head. It's just however you prefer. So that's for our body. So I'm going to set it aside, and then if you'll hold on just a minute, I'll get one of the limbs, and we'll start with Sophie's limbs, and I'll show you how to weight the limbs. Okay, so hold on just a minute, guys. Okay, so I've got my limbs here, and let's see, we are going to use these stoppers. You can get these. This is just something that the artist put in her when she was made, that just holds the materials in, or you can purchase these to do the same. So we're going to use these on Sophie, because that is what come in her. That way they're the right size. So I'm just going to lay those over here, and then we're going to get started putting some wing material down in the limb. Okay, so I'm going to use my little scoop again, just because it's little. And I bought I bought this, but it's way too little and it takes way too long. So I bought it back when I first started. And it's way too little and it takes way too long. So I'm going to do it over this little cup. So if it happens to spill out, we can, or let's see here. That cup ain't really big enough. I usually do it over a bowl. I didn't get my stuff ready, did I, guys? So let's do it in this bag right here. That's what the actual stuff come in. Let's do it in this bag, over this bag right here. So the bag, let me move that leg so you guys can see a little bit better. I'm going to, so you can use a bowl or a bag or whatever you want, or you can you know, you can buy a big enough funnel. So yeah, so I'm going to just dip this and fill it. So that's all you do till you get it at the desirable weight. And some people will weigh them to make sure they have the same weight in each arm, and you know, but I don't have a scale. I only have a food scale, and I don't know if it will weigh them, and I've ran off in here and didn't get it. So I'm probably not going to go in there and get it. I know that's bad of me, but I'm just going to fill them at a certain point. Of the limb, and then stop. And what I mean is I'll probably fill it to about right here, and then fill the rest of it with polyfill. So let me put her back down in there. So I will skip this part. So all you got to do is fill it up, put your weighting material in your limb, you know, at a desired amount or a desired weight, and You can weigh it. They have scales you can weigh it with, but I just put it at a certain amount and then stop. And so that's what we're going to do. And then I'll be back when I get done with that and show you how to put the polyfill in. So I'll be back after I get done filling it to the desired spot. Okay, guys? Hold on just a minute. Guys. Okay, guys. I've got it at the desired part. It's filled to about right here with the weighting material. And then we're going to put some polyfill in. So you just want to get your polyfill and you're just going to put it in there. You're just going to poke it down in there. Just going to poke it in there, guys. And a lot of your replicas come with it already in the limbs, which is kind of a headache to get out, but you have to get it out if you're going to weigh them like this, with material down in the bottom of them, or weighting material down in the bottom, which sometimes can be a headache, like I said. So let's see, I don't know. So I just taking my finger and poking it down in there, guys, and then until it gets too full to hold anything, or until I just feel like it is too full to hold anymore. And then I'm going to put my stopper in, which that feels like it's about getting there. So I'm going to put this stopper in here that just holds the weighting material in there. So there we go. So that's one arm. So that's one of her arms, and it's weighted to my satisfaction. So I'm going to lay it over here on the blanket where her other limbs are, and we're going to start on her leg. Now, I was unable to get all of the polyfill out of her foot, so I'm just going to weigh it the best way I can. So, you know, if you can't get all the polyfill out, because sometimes they like stuff them in there, and you can't get it out, you know, you can do it around it, but it's not going to go it's not going to go past the polyfill, so it's just going to be there where it's at. So I might skip her legs, since I couldn't get it out of her feet, and show you one of Heather's legs, because I did get it all out of all hers. So that's what we'll do. I'll skip hers because my husband was going to help me get the polyfill out of Sophie's legs, and like I said, he just hasn't helped me yet. So we'll put this, we'll do Heather's. And I'm going to put this one in Heather's because that came with hers. So I'll show you how to weigh a leg. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put, and you'll do the same thing I showed you with the arm. You'll stuff it either to the amount that you want put in the limb with your weighting material. And either you can mark a spot on your Reborn where you want it to stop at, or you can weigh them. So I don't have my scale in here, and I don't know if that would even work. So I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to do it the way I usually do, because I hadn't had a food scale the whole time. So I just been putting the amounts in the spot, or the marked place that I had on it, and not worrying about how much it weighs. So I'm going to finish filling up the limb to the desired layer, which is going to be about right here. And then I'll come back and show you how to stuff the limb, the leg. Okay, so I'll be back. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, I've got her weighted up to the limit where I wanted her to, round about there, and are weighted with the weighting material, and then I just continued to put it in there until my desired spot to stop. And then we're just going to fill the rest of sorry guys, her limb with polyfill. And we're just going to do it the way we did the arm, and kind of poke it with our finger down in there. And it has, I guess because it's an older sculpt, that has a kind of a big opening there. Okay, we're gonna have to, that's one thing, is if they have a bent leg, it's going to be hard to get your polyfill down in there. So you may have to take something and poke it down in there further than what our fingers can get to, and kind of feed it in there. But be, you know, be gentle. You don't want to like poke a hole into the vinyl or anything. Okay, I'm still not getting it down in there, I don't think. Alright, let's try some more polyfill. See if it's getting in there. I don't know if it's going down in there or not, guys. Let me see if I can kind of force it down in there. Alright, hold on, guys. Let me see if I can figure out a way to get the polyfill on down in there, because it needs, hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so I just did the best that I could to take this and be gentle and push it on in there, and it did start going into the knee, and then right there where the polyfill was, or not the polyfill, but the weighting material. And let's see, her leg has this one, so we're just going to stick that in there like that, and close it off so our weighting material doesn't come out. So there we go, guys. There's the leg, or that's Heather's leg, all weighted and stuffed. And yeah, so I'm gonna put hers over there with her body parts. And yeah, so that's got how to weight your limb. So you're just gonna do your other leg like that, and like I said, just fill it with the desired amount of a weighting material. And yeah, so I'll show you how to go on and weight the weight the body, and then, you know, put your polyfill in your body to get your, and how to put your baby together. Okay, so here we go. So I have these, and some people use baby fingernail clippers to clip your zip ties with, but I use these because I don't have any baby fingernail clippers. So we're going to use the 14-inch zip ties for the head, and then we're going to use the 8-inch for the limbs. But if you don't have the money to get both, the 14-inch will do both, and you can just cut what you don't need off of the 14-inch. So that's what you'll need. You'll need your body, you'll need your zip ties, you'll need your weighting material. Okay guys, we're back. So what you will need for putting your body together, or getting it stuffed and getting it weighed rather, will be if you desire some Wonder wafers, which makes your baby smell fresh, and a baby powder scent. Some people can't use them, they are allergic. Some people use the little pellets, the scent beads or scent boosters. There are drift boosters, scent boosters, like for that you put in your wash. Some people use those. And you can either put them in a little bag, or you can probably sprinkle them down into your body. But I use these. Or if I get a baby that doesn't have one, I'll just put it in their diaper. And you can also put the scent beads in their diaper too. So you'll need those, and then of course you'll need your body, and then you'll need your 3 weighting material balls that you made, and you'll need your polyfill. So I'm going to pause you, and I'm going to move the box so you guys can see a little bit better. So, or my table. I used the box. But hold on just a minute, guys, so I can move the box and all that. So hold on. Okie dokie. Okay, so we've got we've gotten our body, and we have our scent wafer, and we have our 3 weighting material balls that we made, that goes in the body. And we also have our bag of polyfill. So a lot of people sometimes will put the legs on before they start this process. I don't. I guess it's just the way that I do it. I don't know. But what we're going to do is I'm going to put the biggest weighting balls, or weight balls, in the bum of the body of the doll. So I'm going to put the biggest part in her bottom. All right. And then I'm going to start stuffing it with polyfill. I like my babies stuffed a little bit fatter than other babies, I guess. Some people don't like theirs stuffed as much, but I like mine rather stuffed, so their necks will kind of stand up. Okay, so I'm gonna put the wafer, which it will stain the body, guys, so be careful where you put it. I'm not I don't care if it stains the body, so I'm gonna put it right there, because you know, if I sell this doll, I will put that as a flaw, because I like mine to be in the back of the body and I like for it to smell good. So I'm going to put so I'm going to set it up like this, and I'm going to put my other waiting bag in there on top, and then I'm going to stuff the body some more. And some more. Like I said, you'll you know, if you start putting taking your babies apart, or you can buy the replicas that are unassembled, that are painted, or you can buy real authentic kits that way sometimes too. And you can send the artist sometimes, you know, just their limbs and head, and they paint them for you and send them back, and you have to assemble them. So, you know, you'll get the feel of what your style of weighting and stuffing in your bodies are, and all that. You'll get you'll get what you like. You know, you'll get what you like down pat, and you know, you'll do yours that way. So I am going to stuff the arms, because there is a Sophie does have 3/4 arms. So I'm going to put a little stuffing in her arm right there, or the top of her shoulder, so her shoulder does not look flat. But if you have full-limbed bodies and full-limbed or full limbs, you don't have to worry about that. So there we go. And I am going to put just a little bit more stuffing in, because I like I said, I like it stuffed. I like them stuffed to the brim, just about. Because I like for their head to sit straight up. I don't like for it to sink down. Especially my toddlers, because I like to set my toddlers up and pose them sitting up and stuff like that. So that should be good. So for the next thing, you will need your limbs, and your 14-inch zip ties, because I thought those they sent me were 8-inch, but they're 14 inches too. So, you know, it doesn't really matter what size you use, as long as you use a 14-inch, because an 8-inch ain't going to go around the head. Trust me, I've tried it. So, yeah. So you'll at least need a 14-inch zip tie. And you'll need them, the extra thin ones. And you can't buy those on Amazon or anywhere like that. So it has to be one of the supply stores. So you need your zip ties, and you will need your limbs. And I only have her arm, so I'm going to pause right here and get her limbs and everything fixed up so we can put her together. And I'll show you how to stuff her head as well when we come back. So hold on just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, we're going to now I'm going to show you how to stuff the head. So yeah, so you'll need your last weighted ball that we made, and you're going to first fill the head with some polyfill first. So get you a good amount of it and fill it in there first. And then you're going to want to feed your weighted ball in a little bit at a time. There we go. And then you're going to want to put some more polyfill. So it has taken the whole box or the whole bag of polyfill. So I know polyfill is rather inexpensive. Depends on where you buy it. Walmart's a good place to buy it, and if you can find it. I haven't been able to find it at my Walmart in a little while. So we're going to have to open up the other bag of polyfill. So let me grab it. So you're going to stuff the head just like you would the limbs until there's no more room for the polyfill. If you want, I mean, like I said, other people do it different styles. You may have to hold up on the polyfill if you don't have, you know, enough money to purchase it, or enough. You probably can just put, you know, you could put a little bit in it, and I don't know, it would probably be fine. Her hair keeps getting in there, guys. So I'm just going to put her cap on. Now you don't have to do caps, but they both came with caps. So that's her head, and it's weighted, and it's got polyfill in it. So for the next part, you're going to need your pre-made body that we put together with the polyfill and the bags of weighting, your balls of weighting material that we stuffed, And you're also going to need your limbs that you have already weighted with the weighting material and stuffed with polyfill. You're going to need your limbs of your baby, the baby's head, and you're also going to need your 14-inch yeah your 14-inch zip ties, and either some little wire cutters or some little fingernail clippers. So we're going to start with the legs. So I'm going to move the arms and the head over so we can start with the legs. I'm going to move them over out of camera. So we're going to start with the legs of this baby. All right, so we'll need our zip ties. We'll need 2 for the legs. You'll need 1 for each leg. So, and then on the body, you'll see little holes on this rim that goes around the legs, and you're going to feed your zip tie, and this part needs to be up when you feed it in. So you're just going to feed it into that loop, and it'll come out on the other side, and then you're just going to push this all the way down, and you'll want to put the one end in a side of it, and then you're going to place your leg in place, and you're going to tighten up the zip tie around. Make sure your leg is in the cloth body while you're tightening the zip tie, and you want to make sure not to tighten it so tight if you want your reborn's body to move or their limbs to move. So but you want to make sure to tighten it tight enough so their limbs don't fall out. Okay, I think that's good. And then I'm going to clip it off right there, and then you can see her leg does move. And then we're going to do the other leg. So, you know, like I said a while ago, we're going to find on the outside of the body, the rim that goes around the leg. There is a hole there on each side of the rim, and you're going to feed your zip tie in, and you want your zip tie to be on this side fed into it. And I think our zip tie went in. It went into the other side. So we're just going to pull it out like that. And then you'll have the other side, and you want to feed this one in all the way to the end. And then you'll latch them together. I found that easier than trying to put your limb in and then trying to fasten it in. And then you're just going to press your limb in to the inside the body, and make sure that your limb is inside the body before you start tightening your zip tie up. And like I said, make sure you don't do it too tight to where your limb doesn't move, and then you don't want to do it too tight to where your limb can't move at all. So I think that's about right, and we're going to clip it off here. Well, I said we was. There we go. Seeing her limbs do move. Then we're going to set the body up, and we're going to do her arms next. So you will also need 2 more of your 14-inch zip ties, or you can use 8 inches if you can afford to buy both. 14 inches and 8 inches zip ties, the thin ones. You can use the 8-inch on the limbs, but I just bought the 14-inch. That way it was a little bit more budget friendly, because you can always cut off the amount that you don't use. But if you buy 8 inches, you can't make some more inches where it's not there. So yeah, so we need our arms, right? So you'll need your arms, and we're going to start with this side, and I'm just going to flip it around like that. And if you had if your body has full limbs, you'll just put them on like the legs. It will just be at the shoulder part of the body, and you'll just find your rim on the shoulder part of your body. So we're going to feed this in to the arm here. Way to go. And well, sometimes I think they sew up sometimes it's kind of a booger to get them through, because I think they sometimes I think they mess up and there we go. Sometimes I think they mess up and don't when we put it in wrong, we're gonna have to. So you want to make sure this side is going in like that, because if not, then your head of your zip tie is gonna be on the wrong side. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna feed that on in, and then I'm going to put the end in the head of the zip tie. That way it's a little bit easier to zip up. And then if you have a 3/4 limbs, you don't have to worry about tightening them too tight, the zip ties, because they have a joint on them and they'll move anyway. So you just have to, if they're full limb, because you can get it too tight to where they don't move around. So we're going to put her arm in, and we are, well, let's see. Since we got it in there, we'll do it like this. And then we'll just tighten up the zip tie around the limb. there. See? And then the joint lets it move. So then we're just going to cut the zip tie here. And Bountiful Baby doesn't do 3/4 limbs anymore. So they no longer sell 3/4 arms. And that's another reason I went to Babies by Sally, is because, or Dolls by Sally, sorry, is because they had the 3/4 limbs, and I had to buy Sophia a new body because the joint broke off of the body on one side. So I'm going to pull this upside down again so you guys can see me feed in the zip tie into the joint. And I've tried to make this video as short as possible, but yeah, so I'm sorry if it's a little long. You can you know, take breaks if you need to. And I will do a separate video for people that didn't want to see the whole thing. I don't know what's going on. It's got to be fed in a certain way or it doesn't want to go. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to put it through the head there so I don't and then I'm going to put her arm down there so I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So there we go. We're tightening up the zip tie. And I'm just going to tighten it as tight as I can because of the joint. I really doesn't bother me that it doesn't move outside the joint. Yeah, there we go. So that's got everything but her head on, and I will show you so basically what I do for this is I put their head on for a test to see if it's going to be, you know, if it's going to hold their head up there. So I usually do a test first, and you will need another zip tie for your neck. So all in all, if you want to use 8 inches, you'll need 4 8-inch zip ties and 1 14-inch. But if you're going to go with 14 inches, you'll need 5 14 inches per baby that you're putting together. And, you know, mistakes. If you make some mistakes, if you get it too tight, or if, you know, something goes wrong and you have to undo it and put more stuffing in, you have to use more. So, yeah. So we're going to feed this zip tie in the head, and this one has a little bit of bigger pocket, but you see what I mean. It takes the full zip tie on the head. To feed it in. And then you're just going to set your head down in your body there. Oh, I forgot about her joint. She does have a joint or a ring to help her head go around, and I think that one is hers. Let me see. Where is the other one? I about forgot it. So I would be doing another using another zip tie too if it hadn't been for me remembering. But it goes on like this, and these you do have to purchase separate, and you're just going to put it on the rim of the head. I'm just going to yeah, basically maneuver it in there. I'm sorry guys. I don't have it where you guys can see because I'm having to muscle up to get it in there, as it's kind of tight to put on and get off. So yeah, so there we go. I got it on, and it goes like that, so it will the head will twist and turn. So if you have one of those, you can just tighten it as much as you need to as well, and the head will still turn. But if if you don't have one of those, you want to stop and check the head and make sure it can still turn before you completely tighten it as tight as you're going to. Because if you get it too tight, if you get her head, the zip tie too tight, it won't, see, and there's not enough stuffing because her neck won't set up. See how her neck's not wanting to set up? See how her neck is not wanting to set up, guys? So yeah, but that's how you do it. And then you'll just you can just take her head off and apply more polyfill until there's enough that her head will stay up. And then you'll just cut your zip tie like we did on the limbs, and then your baby is all together. So yes, so I will probably do a different video for the ones that didn't want to see this whole long process. So anyway, that's how to put together, how to weigh and put together your reborn toddler or baby. You do that with, you do it the same way, whether they're a toddler or a baby. And yeah, so I'm going to pop her head off right quick and stuff her some more, and then I will be back and show you guys what I mean. Well, let me just show you. Hold on just a minute. So, see what I mean, guys, by not setting, the head won't set up. So, when you set them up, so, yeah. So, I'm going to have to put some more stuffing in her, because it will, you have to set her a certain way, but see, it won't stay set up just with her set up. So, hold on, let me pop some more, stuffing in her, and then we will see how it sets up when you put enough stuffing in. So hold on, guys. So there we go, guys, there she is setting up. So you may have to have a few extra zip ties in case you mess up some or don't get them, get the head to set up like you like for it to, if you like that, or if you can't get the limbs to move, you may need to, you know, purchase some extra limbs or zip ties, excuse me. So yeah guys, so I'm not going to put Sophie together on this video. I'll probably do pictures of her progress and take screen pictures of Sophie's and put that for their surgery. So there she is, guys. There's Sophie all put together. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we will see you next time, guys. Bye for now.